Hola a todos, it's Lacey from Our Life in Guanajuato, Mexico. So thank you so much for joining me on this video today. Today we're going to do an update of the chickens that we hatched out of our incubator. We're a large family of 8 out in the mountains of Guanajuato, Mexico, and we ordered a Farm Innovators incubator through Amazon, and we had it imported here to our home. And we started with 14 eggs. We added a couple, so I think we had 16 total in our incubator. And we have baby chickens. We learned so much about incubating and using the Farm Innovators incubator. It was a really good experience. We highly recommend it. But out of the 16 eggs that we had in the incubator, 5 of the eggs weren't even fertilized. And we found that out much later, obviously. But come take a look in the pantry. This is the safest place that we have right now here on the homestead for our baby chicks. And here they are. We have 2, and we believe one is a male and one is a female. Hola. They are really loving the heat lamp. They're eating already and drinking already. Right now, they are about 5 days old. Do you want to say hola? Yay! 2 pollitos pequeños. So they're enjoying the brooder. We have just a regular light bulb that's securely fastened to one of the baskets that I have in here. And then we lined our brooder with very clean, fresh hay. And then we bought some baby chick food. So this is what our brooder looks like. We also got this container for, I believe it was over, I think it was around 600 pesos. Do you like the chickens, hijo? See? And that was about $30 US. So that's what our brooder looks like. It seems to be doing well. As many of you know, we're new to having chickens here on the homestead. Our homestead is new. We've only been here for 9 months. So we're sharing all of our experiences, the roads we decided to take, the mistakes that we've made, the lessons we've learned. And it's going really well. We did start with a regular light bulb, but it was an LED, and we realized really quickly that it wasn't giving enough heat for the baby chicks, and they were crying all the time, just constantly crying. So we found out on the internet that that usually means there's something wrong, that they shouldn't be crying all the time. So we picked up this light bulb, and it's doing much better. They're a lot more quiet. They look a lot happier. But when I found out that the light bulb that we were using, which was an LED light bulb, wasn't giving off enough heat, I put them back in the incubator. They were about 3 days old. Our incubator's over here. Oops, I forgot to shut it off. Let me unplug it. So this is our Farm Innovators incubator that we hatched them out of. But when I put them back in here, I was told that you can, if absolutely necessary, but it's not recommended. And that is why. They made it really dirty by living in here for a few days. So I need to go and clean it out extra. But usually it won't get this dirty because they're only supposed to be in it for the first 2 days of their life. And they ended up spending about the first 5 days in there, which which gave them the temperatures that they required, and they really liked the humidity too. So it was a good temporary fix to our problem with our heat lamp. But you're shutting the door on Mom. But we fixed it, and now we're just gonna clean out the incubator. So right now we only have 4 laying hens, and our rooster took a break for a little while inside of a kennel because he was overbreeding and hurting our hens. So we took him out for a few days, but we've collected, I would say, about 12 more eggs that we're going to try and incubate again. So I'm assuming that many of them are not fertilized, so I'm not sure what the success rate will be, but we're going to try again. So after these 2 chicks hatched, we waited about 4 more days to see if any of the other eggs would hatch, and they wouldn't. So we cracked them open to see at what stages they died or if there was a chick inside at all, to kind of learn from our first experience. And like I told you before, we had 5 that were completely empty, just rotten eggs. I'm assuming that they weren't fertilized. But then we also had, I would say, 2 that looked really mature and they were just about to hatch. But one of the children came into the pantry and opened up the incubator after they had already pecked their first little holes. And so I heard that that can cause the water to completely come out of the egg and kind of shrink wrap the membrane that's around them so that they suffocate and pass away. So I'm guessing that's what happened with 2 of the birds. And then the other ones died at different stages. So I'm not sure why they passed away that way, but that is what happened with our 16 eggs. We're really excited to get started again. The children are really enjoying the chicks. And if anybody has any comments or suggestions for us, we would really appreciate if you want to leave those down in the comments. Otherwise, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and we will catch you on the next one. Adios!